Each week, we mill our flour so that we can make what we need at home. It's an act of food security that's gained sudden relevance. The mill's been critical to our family. It allows us to use organic grains, alternative grains to help us avoid a food sensitivity. It reduces our costs, especially the costs of buying ready-made. It reduces packaging, and it gives us truly fresh flour. Being car-free, being rather averse to carting around flour every week, and preferring hand labor to shopping. This is what convenience looks like to us. The grain mill really proved its worth when we entered quarantine with 2 of us ill. The scale of lockdown and the collective need to stock up can sometimes mean scarcity. We hadn't intended for the sack of grain to mean food security, but abruptly turning this wheel meant liberation. We also really like having grain stored away in the cold room. It's an eminently stable form of energy. It could last for years.
We like to rub a bit of flour between our fingers to see how fine it is. The old rule of thumb.
We like getting attuned to the sound of the grain mill, depending on how coarse or how fine it is. At home like this, it makes sense to bake just what we need with profoundly fresh flour. No preservatives, nothing stale, nothing packaged, nothing shipped, nothing wasted. We like to invent, to make things both easier and more efficient. We want solutions that neatly sidestep a long chain of unintended consequences. It feels good to use our hands, our bodies, extended by the most minimal of tools and energy to get the work done. Adding a bike to our milling practice increases our speed and reduces our effort, just enough to meet our needs and no more. Appropriate technology. We're fond of solutions with longevity. The mill will outlive us, and like the bike, repurposed now our children have grown tall, it's easily repaired.
bicycle multiplies our power, even this tiny one. Yes, it's a workout, but our hearts need this. And in a few minutes, we'll have the flour we need to feed the sourdough culture, to mix the ingredients for bread. Better than a private mill in a household, better than self-sufficiency by far, is community sufficiency, the village mill. Without it, someone's always left out. Milling has got a long history of communal work, a village production with wind or water or animal power. Milling could easily become a shared neighborly practice now. We'll always rely on other producers for some things, like grains. We aim to source them as locally as possible. A sack of grain sits there like a little bank. In the context of an uncertain future, access to grain and a good mill are essential.
Nothing packaged.
Yeah, he really wants my attention. I know.